Alright guys, so here we got a Bushwacker fender flair install on a first generation Ford Bronco. What you get when you order the kits is front flares, mounting hardware, and then a little rubber gasket piece. And then the rear is the same thing. So first step when doing this, it does require cutting of the sheet metal body. So if you're not capable of doing that, I do not suggest this, but I hope this video helps you if you are looking into doing it or something like that. So first off, I already have the rears done. They give you screws, self-tapping screws that go into the sheet metal. You'll see some companies use rivets. Reason why I like Bushwacker, because they use these self-tapping screws, is here's a set that I had before on here. This is what happens when you use rivets. You can't control how, sorry I'm out of breath, the altitude here. You can't control how much pressure is put on until the rivet piece breaks, really. And then at that point, you could just damage your brand new flares. And you can see a big difference in this. This is just some flimsy plastic. And then Bushwacker uses their much nicer, see if I can get it in the sunlight here. They're much nicer. It's still plastic, which is nice, so if you get in some sort of fender bender or anything, if you have steel fenders, it'll take out the whole entire body piece, whereas this will just bend these pieces, and you can bend them back, or they're just cheap to replace. So that's that. First, when you want to figure out how much you're trying to cut, you need to put your fender, this is for the front, put your fender up as a template, and they all have fitted corners, so you know exactly where to put it. I did that, and where I did that is I traced it, the outermost of the fender, and then it says to draw a line 1 inch in. The reason for that is for when you put the self-tapping screws in. Whew, altitude. The self-tapping screws in, there's metal there to go. You don't want to go too little, because then in case the more metal there is, the stronger it is, really. So I found an easy way to do this. Instead of marking 1 inch every once in a while and connecting them, I just take some electrical tape, put it exactly along the line that I drew, and then when I cut, I just got to stay on the innermost of this. So once you do that, you'll be able to have your front flare. Let's picture a video of that. They stick out. You can kind of see how much farther. If you have a Bronco, you can go look at yours and see where it normally sticks out. Here are the pieces that I've cut off. Since I'm using a Sawzall, you can use a Dremel, which I would suggest, or an air grinder, because those are more controlled. Sawzalls are just kind of powerhouse tools. And I cut them in pieces, that way it's easier for me to go around the corners and stuff, and I can get a nice cleaner cut. But if you have an air tool, you just go right along that, Dremel, done, call it a day. Drill your holes. So the thing for the holes, in their directions they state that you should use a 3/16 drill bit. I would not suggest that. Their directions come as a dual directions, because the same kit is used for the Toyota Land Cruiser. I can't remember what year, the directions aren't next to me anymore. But what I would suggest is a 9/64 bit. The 3/16 I'll show you up here. So my rears were already done. I just had to basically take off the old ones, put the new ones back on. All the holes were similar. Then the front, I was using my previous drill bit, and it worked until I finally broke it. Just leaning on it too hard, wasn't paying attention. When I got my new drill bit, this piece right here was the 3/64, and I came back, drilled the hole, put the screw in, and it was too big, like far too big, so I'm gonna have to glue that screw in just to have it look proper. So I would definitely use a 9/64 drill bit Other than that, it's a super easy install. I did all of these in like hour and a half so far, and that's with me taking breaks because it's hot out here. So just take your time, measure twice, cut once, because if you cut too much, you can't go back. I hope this install helped. If you interested in this kit, go check out Bushwacker's website, or they're on most vendors. But again, this is the Bushwacker kit for the first generation Bronco. Comment if you have any questions, like, because Broncos are awesome, and subscribe for more videos similar to this.